Then we saw the pool was just here. I think did
It
you
was
talk
just
about
here.
that? Now the time has come for us to check out of the Royal. Oh man, can't hear. Shout out to Eleanor, the awesome cast member here. She's great.
Cast member, bartender, mixologist. Whoa!
Next to the Martin Mc. Oop. The door closing? Let's go in. It was just an overpowered.
That's on the camera. Scott, edit that out.
It's not like the fat. It's the fat. It's the fat. Chocolate milkshake. Chocolate
Please
milkshake.
stop. What are you doing? Driving into the mountain, baby. There's a little sliding door. You don't really need to go in there, but that's okay.
Oh, okay. Let's start. Good morning and welcome to another episode of Must See Adventures. This morning is our last morning at the Royal Hawaiian. We have to check out today of this beautiful, incredible hotel. I'm kind of sad, but I'm really looking forward to checking in at Aulani for the next week as well. But really had a great time here on Waikiki at the Royal Hawaiian, a classic Waikiki hotel. But the beach is calling my name. It's about 6:10, almost quarter after 6. I've been up for a little while, but I've just been out here listening to the waves and just really wanting to get on the beach while it's not so crowded. Even though like it looks crowded a lot of times, it doesn't ever feel crowded, which is pretty awesome. So Liz is gonna swimsuit up. I'm already ready to go. So let's start our morning off on the beach. Yeah, I'm just floating this morning. Woo! Oh man, this is the life. The waves are just taking me back to shore. Gonna have to get back out there some more. Great start to the day. What you doing this morning?
Just floating.
Just floating this morning?
Yep, I woke up. Well, you woke me up. And then I put on my swimsuit and came straight down here and just got in this tube.
I woke you up early again. I didn't get in trouble though. Look at that. Look at that cloud. The sun's kind of peeking through it.
Starting to rise more.
Starting to rise.
Before diving into the packing chaos, we just had to squeeze in one last early morning dip at Waikiki Beach. It was so peaceful just floating around and watching the sunrise, listening to the waves crashing, watching the planes take off, and just generally soaking in the Hawaiian atmosphere. Back there, you can see the crew setting up beach chairs and umbrellas for the day. And you might be wondering, how can I get one of those cool pink umbrellas and chairs for my beach day? Can I just walk up and claim my spot, or do I have to reserve it? Well, stay tuned, because we're going to share that process here in just a bit.
The nice thing about getting up at 6 in the morning and heading out to the beach is when you come back to the beach, from the beach, you might have the whole pool to yourself. So one thing to note, if you're staying at one of the resorts in Waikiki Beach, even if your hotel is right on the beach, like the Royal Hawaiian or the Sheraton, the Outrigger, the Moana Surfrider, is that I don't believe any of these resorts have complimentary chairs and umbrellas for their guests. You have to reserve them if you want them out on the beach. So you'll see there's that line behind me right now of people who are waiting to reserve beach chairs. You can also pre-order some through the Royal Hawaiian on their website. They have pink chairs and umbrellas that are available. I think they're $70 a day for a set of 2 chairs and an umbrella. It's not terrible, but just something to note that if you're used to staying at other resorts like Aulani, a Disney resort, where you get chairs and umbrellas automatically, you do have to rent those and reserve them here. And they're first come, first serve, unless you've made an advance reservation.
Caught some waves and caught some sunrise on the beach, and then we're gonna dry off, and then the pool was open. So the pool does close. It's like a dusk to dawn thing.
I think it closes at like 6 p.m. here, this one.
Right, and it's probably like 7 a.m. I'm guessing when they
We're not
open
really
it
sure.
here.
They had signs up last night that said the pool was closed, and they were not up when we came out this morning, so we figured it was open.
And it's wide open, so why not rope drop the pool as well? So look at this, it's so It's a smaller circular pool, as you've probably seen in the previous days, but it's really enjoyable, honestly, and it's never like more than like 10 people in here. But right now, there's 2 awesome people from Michigan in there.
Who are those weirdos racing backwards in the pool? What a strange game.
So we got a little bit chilly there in the pool. Hard to believe, I'm sure, but the sun's not really even up fully yet, is it?
No, it's not. And it's just like a little chilly breeze, Summer breeze. Actually, we heard a guy playing that last night.
We did.
My guilty pleasure song.
I said that.
Yeah, so I mean, once you got your body out of the water, it got a little chillier, which is kind of fun to say. But yeah, so we made our way to an empty hot tub now.
Yeah, so first one's in the pool, first one's in the hot tub.
And it's kind of blazing hot in here.
It feels good though.
Like my legs, you guys saw my sunburn on my knees. Like I got in here, I was like, oh!
Yeah.
But now I'm really comfortable now that I'm just sitting here relaxing. It's this hot tub area is kind of hidden, kind of cool. Really enjoyed this space here, surrounded by this beautiful foliage.
It's funny though because that walkway right over behind us, through that foliage is that surfboard alley.
Surfboard alley.
Yeah, which is like one of the main
ago.
walkways to the beach from the main road. So I had no idea because it feels a lot further away when you're walking on the street
It does.
than when you're back here.
Regarding our plans today, we made a game time decision. Like last night, we were like, let's get to the beach early and enjoy some time. Maybe we'll pack up, leave our bags at Bell Services, then come back out and do some beach stuff. But we had so much water time this morning that we weren't expecting. So I think
We're gonna just get dressed.
Yeah.
Because like we were gonna get dressed and pack up and get breakfast and then go put our suits back on. But like I think that's a lot of just getting the suit on and off. And we've had a really nice morning in the water.
Yeah, I mean, I just really don't know how else we're gonna top it with the quietness, the leisure time. It was just perfect.
Yeah.
Plus, like getting wet again does not sound the best because we're gonna have to check into another hotel. We're going to Disney Aulani today. We're DVC members there, so we're gonna do 7 nights. Like I feel like we've had a full vacation already with our 4 nights.
Which is where, like, part of me, I'm starting to feel that, like, sad vacation's over kind of feeling because it feels like we've had a full trip. But our trip's really just beginning. Like, this was just the first part, and then we have our whole week with Emmalee, and we're going to be at Aulani. We have our friends coming from Ohio, the Binnings. So, like, there's so much to look forward to still. But I'm feeling like the vacation's over blues a little.
Yeah, I mean, we were saying last night we're not going to check out. And the manager's going to come on.
I'm not leaving. That's what I told Scott last night. I was like, I'm not leaving.
Maybe think of the Wolf of Wall Street with Leo. I'm not leaving.
That's basically exactly what I said.
Yeah.
I had never seen that gif.
Yep.
No.
Manager's going to knock on the door like, nope, we're not leaving. No, it's awesome. I really love this hotel. We're going to do maybe a little overview of it today, like show you some of the grounds. I know you probably have seen some of it through the last few episodes, but we'll kind of show you some of the shops, the walkways, things like that. It's a gorgeous resort.
What's funny is, like, speaking of this resort, when we booked it, I mean, I was really looking forward to checking it out and everything, but I didn't know if we were going to really like Waikiki. I wasn't really necessarily looking forward to this part of the trip. It was kind of, in my mind, always the thing that we were going to get through first, and then we'd start our real vacation when we got to Aulani and we picked up Emmalee. But, like, honestly, I feel like this is the most vacation-y I have felt in a long time, and I have loved it so much.
In a long time. It's been spectacular.
Yeah, it was amazing. So I highly recommend it. But yes, let's enjoy the hot tub for a little bit, and then we'll get dressed and do some exploring of the resort so you can see some more of the grounds before we check out.
That's right. We love you all, but we're going to take a break talking to you because we want to soak up these last few minutes in the pool area.
One thing that I really loved about the Royal Hawaiian was that they gave you these wristbands instead of room keys, which is kind of similar to like a Magic Band at Walt Disney World. But what's really nice is they give them to you right when you check in. There's no additional fee, and they're super comfortable. They're like a really stretchy, soft, kind of like rubbery material. They have a little clasp here and a thing to hold them on. They say the Royal Hawaiian Resort. But I think they're just really cute and it's really comfortable. Like I've been wearing this the whole trip and I don't even really feel it on my wrist. So it's super convenient when you're in and out of the water, back to the room. You don't have to remember to carry anything with you, like a room key or anything. And you can charge everything right to your room throughout this resort, the Sheraton next door, the Moana Surf Rider, and I think one other resort down the way. So it's pretty convenient.
Also, can use it to get out of the parking garage, which is helpful too, in and out of there.
True. So in and out of the parking garage. So basically, this is just like your one-stop pass for the whole resort area.
Well, my friends, the time has come for us to check out of the beautiful Royal Hawaiian. One last glimpse of this amazing view. We're still going to have some breakfast and walk around a little bit. Checkout time is, I think, noon, but I don't want to chance it as much as I love this hotel room and this resort. So it's about 9:30ish. We're going to check out, put our luggage into the car, and then have a nice casual time here on Waikiki before we check into Aulani. Rocking the Aulani gear today. Got my Aulani polo that I bought a couple years ago, more like 18 months ago. And there's Diamond Head right over there, I think. And right now, Emmalee is hiking Diamond Head, which is pretty cool. So everybody wave to Emmalee. Hello, Emmalee. I hope you're having a great time. We'll have to get some commentary from her later on what she thought of the hike.
This was the day that we were going to climb Diamond Head, and so we did that in the morning. Now, not as early as my parents climbed it. I know they climbed Diamond Head first time slot. We're a little bit later in the morning, still morning though, so it wasn't insanely hot, but it was warm. But we all had our athletic clothes on. We were all ready. We had the right gear. We brought our water bottles. I also brought my little speaker, and we made a little bit of a climbing playlist. So that was kind of fun, kind of motivated us to go up there. Now, some of my friends, they took like the easier route, or they were kind of slowing down. I think we took it too hard. Like, we were like speeding up there. Like, we did not stop. We were just go, go, go. So my other friend and I, we climbed up the creepy stairs, climbed through this gap, up this spiral staircase. It was crazy. I can't believe we did it, but we went like the intense way. But that got us all the way to the top, and it was super cool, super pretty. Highly recommend climbing Diamond Head if you are able. It is still like pretty strenuous, especially on the way down. Like, I hate climbing down, so that part was actually harder for me than climbing up. And maybe part of it is because we went so hard going up, that it made the going down a little harder. But it was still totally worth the view. Very much enjoyed it. So then when we were done, we waited for everyone in the group to get there. I think we actually, my friends and I got like some cherry Cokes from a vending machine afterwards, because we were just waiting for people to finish. Like I said, we kind of went fast. But then we went back to the hotel, and when we got there, we had Leonard's malasadas waiting for us. That was a kind of a special treat from cousin Reno. So we all got a malasada. They were super good. If you don't know what they are, they're a Portuguese donut, I believe. And they're kind of like, I want to say like a beignet almost, because they're kind of like a doughy and covered in a sweet, instead of powdered sugar, it's like a cinnamon sugar. But the flavor profile is very similar between the two. So I was really happy to have that. It was a nice like reward for climbing Diamond Head.
Well, this is going to be quite the sight to see. Liz and I walking through the hotel area into the parking garage with 2 backpacks, 3 suitcases, a tote bag, and 2 inflatables. Hey, it's Hawaii, baby. We live in aloha. Well, guess we're not going to check out after all. If the TV Express checkout is currently unavailable, that means I am currently unavailable to check. Oh, no, it's checking me out. It did it. Dang it.
All right. I guess it is really getting to be that time that we're going to have to check out. I'm not leaving. No, I'm not leaving. I'm not leaving. No, I'm not leaving.
Well, I did end up leaving, but I'm back, for a bit anyway. After walking our stuff out to the car, we made our way back to the hotel to check in for breakfast, once again at the Surf Lanai. Now, if you're trying to find the hotel's restaurants from the lobby, here's how it works. Just head towards the luau lawn. Since you can enter the lobby from a couple of different directions, which way you turn kind of depends on how you got in. But no matter what, once you make it to the lawn, take a left down another one of those gorgeous Royal Hawaiian hallways. That hallway leads to an open-air exit on your right. Follow that and you'll reach the Mai Tai Bar check-in desk. Just to the left of the Mai Tai Bar sits the Surf Lanai at the same spot that transforms into their signature restaurant, Azure, in the evening. It's such a beautiful walk, and the location is even better. Okay, so we didn't snag the beachfront table like we did last time, but honestly, this view is still pretty hard to beat.
We are seated at the Surf Lanai, which is what this restaurant is called during the breakfast time, and then it changes to Azure, like, kind of like a signature dining at night. And Janice waited on us a couple days ago when we ran to Emmalee and all that,
Yeah,
so we asked to be in her section again, and sure enough, she's here and remembered us and everything.
Oh, look.
You just saw Janice walk by, and now she's clearly showing something to me and Scott. I wonder what it could be.
So I was just saying how we had an incredible server last time we heard her named Janice. She was great. She said, Mr. and Mrs. Gardner, if you come back, I'd love to wait on you all again. So we asked for Janice, and
We're so glad we did.
we're so glad we did. And tell them the story we just heard.
So she remembered us from last time, and not only that, but she actually went and saw Emilee's band at the Ala Moana Center.
I saw you right on the bottom over
We
there.
were
Are you guys right on the bottom?
We're on the main floor. Yeah.
Benches.
I was
Yep. So she was like so excited to tell us that she was at the mall and she saw the band and they watched the show, and she even had a picture of the band on the stage.
Yeah, she just showed it to us.
And she just showed us. So I'm so glad that we made this our last stop before we are heading out of the Royal Hawaiian
Absolutely. And
today.
she brought the manager over to talk to us too. So obviously we talked up Janice because she's been incredible. I mean, everyone at the Royal Hawaiian has been
resort
incredible.
has been so friendly. They're so helpful, and
They're just
make
making
you feel so welcome.
They're making it really difficult to leave today.
Yes, yeah. I'm like, I know I'm looking forward to the rest of our trip because we have so much to look forward to with our friends, with Emmalee. We have other plans, so much still to do on this trip. But I am still a little bit sad that we're going to be leaving the Royal Hawaiian this morning. It feels like our trip is ending.
And can you feel that breeze? The breeze is so great.
It's just beautiful here.
It's so ono. But we went with the pancakes again. How could you not? And then we went with a Janice recommendation, a
Short rib,
Eggs Benedict. Yes. So I like Eggs Benedict. Liz likes short rib. So we're going to mash the two together and see what it turns
See how
out.
it goes. Yeah. And I think at this point we are hungry because this is the latest we've had breakfast. We've been up since before 6 a.m. We were out in the ocean already for sunrise. We went to the pool. We packed. We showered. I feel like we've lived a whole day. So I'm ready for
We
this
really
breakfast.
have. So let's chill out, enjoy the breeze, and have a great last breakfast here at the Royal Hawaiian. That right there is a hot sauce that is mighty hot. I had it last time. Really good though, but it is hot. Kind of like that Mai Tai I had last night.
So as we were getting ready to leave our breakfast, Janice gave us this little box of goodies for our daughter. She said, take these to give to your daughter since she couldn't come to breakfast. Isn't that so sweet? I felt like a VIP there at that breakfast, the way she treated us. I felt so special the way she constantly was filling our coffee. She chatted with us throughout the meal, brought us little extra treats. It was very nice.
Yeah, what'd you think of the short rib Eggs Benedict? You normally don't order Eggs Benedict.
I don't normally. Yeah, Janice had lots of good recommendations, and they were really good. I'm a big fan of short ribs, though. So I thought that was really good. The pancakes were great. She had recommended your Bellini.
Yeah, and I'm not even the biggest fan of short rib, but that had such a great flavor. And Janice always gave me this hot sauce every time we ate there. The hot sauce is fire. It is so good. It tasted so good on the English muffin, the egg, and the whole combination. It was just a great amount of flavor. It was so good.
So it's fire in a good way, unlike the Mai Tai, quote unquote, that you had last night.
I still don't know what that is. I'm going to write the deck and find out,
Yeah.
what was that Mai
So
Tai?
I don't know if that was just a mix-up or what, but I'm just saying, if you ever do go to deck, be cautious of those Mai Tais.
Just get the not your average Mai Tai. And
Not
then,
your average is good.
and then it'd be good to go. But look at this. We're just taking in the beautiful aloha music out at the Mai Tai. We're not at the Mai Tai bar.
Rocking chairs with a beautiful breeze and view.
It's so good. But we might do a little wandering. Maybe go to
Check out the shops.
a little bit in this hotel for sure. And maybe just wander a little bit before we make our way to Disney Aulani. Pretty sure I just fell asleep for a minute. I'm just being it's like a lullaby right here. I got the breeze coming in my face. the gorgeous waves of the ocean, and then you got that amazing like soft aloha music. Oh my god, this really is paradise. It's my favorite vacation. This is my favorite vacation spot.
Walking through the Royal Hawaiian, I was just constantly admiring the architecture. Just look at these ceilings and those arches everywhere. It's also cool and classic, like stepping into old school Hawaii with a touch of glam.
We're gonna go towards the lobby right now and kind of look at some of the shops. There's so many shops. So, I mean, it's still open air right here, so you can feel the breeze coming through. So to my left here, we got the Martin and MacArthur, which I've been wanting to go into because it has like lots of cool arts in here. I saw a Disney print in here earlier. Let's take a look. Aloha. Look at that Disney print. Very cool. I like how I'm at one end of this awesome art store, Martin and MacArthur, and I hear, "Hey Scott, I found something you have to get." So definitely gonna have some fun shopping. For some perspective, this is where we just were in the rocking chairs. We got Martin MacArthur over here and a long stretch of awesome shops right here. But down this hallway, which we'll go to, kind of takes you to another lawn area, kind of how you get to the pool area as well. I really love this walkway with the pink rug and everything, so we'll show you some of that too. But it's all open here. You just feel the breeze wherever you are. In the Royal Hawaiian, I know you can't smell it on the video, but it smells so good. I want to find this scent and have it in my house. It's paradise. Just leaving Martin MacArthur, we just bought a cool ornament, this similar ornament to what we bought our friends Wade and Shelley back home in Nebraska. Well, not our home. They're back in Nebraska. That's not our home, but we love them, and we had to give them that Moana surf rider ornament. But anyway, here we are at Waikiki Beach Body, like a cool like surf shop kind of a deal. Cool stuff, hats. So if you need like your surf or your swim gear, this is where you want to go if you're staying at the Royal Hawaiian.
Here we are inside TRH Inspired, the official Royal Hawaiian merchandise store. We wanted to buy everything in sight. I mean, we loved the Royal Hawaiian so much, and everything in here is just ridiculously cute. But we had to show a little restraint and ended up buying just a few items to remember our trip by.
So we did a little damage in the TRH Inspired shop. Got a hat, obviously. Got a little bag and a little Easter decoration, I'd say. Got the Tory Richard behind us. I think we're going to pass on that. Just some good aloha gear. We're going to keep moving our way through this beautiful resort. So here's the lobby right here. So this is where you kind of check in. So they got some concierge desks to help you, then a check-in desk. Check-in desk right over here. And then you got Hashima, the world's finest cashmere. Whenever I hear the word cashmere, I can't help but think of Seinfeld.
I was gonna say, ever since I was a little girl, I've always wanted the cashmere.
Well, you shall get the cashmere. But I hear there's a piece in there with a little red dot on it. I think that has your name on it. Here's the beautiful check-in desk area. I really like this sign with the hand sanitizer. I saw this when we were checking in. The Royal Hawaiian Resort, Waikiki. And then spread aloha, not germs, good words to live by. So right off the lobby here, you have more rocking chairs. When I say lobby, I mean the check-in desk. We had some Royal Hawaiian Bakery here, breakfast here the other day. I just love this view.
I love the arch.
The arch is so good, yes. And if you go down this hallway here, it's going to take you to the Royal Hawaiian Bakery, which is probably closed now. They close at noon. Oh yeah, off this way too. This is like the main entry through that archway. You have elevators to the original building, the historic building. I think we might have talked about this elevator, not the elevator, the mail chute. And this original map of Hawaii, original piece of art of the Royal Hawaiian. That baby is over 100 years old, almost 125 years old. And I noticed it's starting to get a tear on it. Oh no! But really cool map. When you come off this way, you got the big lawn, there's Elizabeth. You got a banyan tree out there, but if you go down this way, we'll hit my cool carpet that I like, the rug. So I think we talked about the Sand Lady at some point. But for reference, there's for perspective, there's the Martin and MacArthur where we kind of started the shopping tour. And I love this lady right here. She's surrounded by beautiful flowers. And then here's the long walkway that I like with the pink rug. And you got more shops. This one's closed at the moment.
That one's got some somewhere too. Yep.
You'll notice some of the shops will be closed because it's just a single person working, so they gotta take breaks.
Yeah, they have little signs that say, I'll be back.
So here's the Hawaiian quilt collection, but just look at this. It's so beautiful. It's all open air. See what I mean? This resort is beautiful. Just up the quilt stores, nice in there. Some cool quilts. Liz, we've done this walk so many times.
many.
I know what we haven't done.
What's that?
Stop by the surfboards.
Oh,
Let's get you in there.
I thought you took a picture by it. Maybe not.
I have not taken a picture by it. Hey, Lizzie.
Hey.
There's a shop down here I need to go to because they have a polo that I want in there.
Oh. I thought you were done shopping for some reason.
No, because then, so here's the shop we've been to the most.
Because it's the
'Cause
closest to our room.
This has like drawn me, this shirt. I might be able to find it somewhere else on the island now. I know who makes it. And this store is called Accents. It is so dang cute, kind of like the last one we just went to, but let's take another peek. At first, I thought this was a cribbage board. It's a cool, but it's a cool map of Oahu. What's cool about this store, you got great clothing and hats and swimwear, but you can also get your sunscreen, you can get some booze, so like it's kind of like an all-purpose store. So, you know, you got some drinks here, some snacks. It's got another cooler section right here for some waters and some coffees. Look at these iced coffees, Mr. Brown. Look at Mr. Brown iced coffee there. And then some chocolate milk. You got all sorts of cool drinks. Look at the Hawaiian soda. You got the Hawaiian soda, the coconut water. I just love seeing all these different types of drinks. Have any of you seen these drinks before? Look at this, like, I'm Coco. Then you got your beers, Honolulu Brewery Company, Mango Carts, Maui Brewing Company. You got some Kona longboards. Yeah, and then you got some other snacks that you might want to take with you when you go to the beach or just to have in your room. So really cool shop when you consider, like, you got your convenience here. And then if you're going to a luau or for a nice dinner or just need another aloha shirt like me, you can just get some nice gear right in here, which I think I'm about to do.
Right here, it looks like you can purchase a reed diffuser that is an exclusive hotel scent. So it says that it is the Royal Hawaiian signature scent, Tahitian Gardenia, which is what Scott was saying earlier. So this resort smells amazing. And I guess if you wanted your house to smell a little bit like the Royal Hawaiian, you could purchase one of these reed diffusers.
But I kind of do, Lizzie.
So do you want one?
I don't know. It smells so good.
Should we go back in and
I don't
look at
know. It smells so good. Here's the long stretch of the hallway. So it made the way to the end of this section. So yeah, when we were going to our room, we would come to the end of the hallway and make a right. And you probably hear all that breeze. It might not sound good, but it feels good. So this is kind of like the pool area, right? This is where we've been hanging out at the pool. It's our pathway to the beach. This is where we get our towels. Just love that area. Look at all those palm trees. And then there's this little, it's like a half door over here. I mean, it's a full door, but it's kind of weird how it just kind of cuts open here. And then this is where you enter. It's kind of been like a special spot for like a private event. I think that private event is over now, so this hasn't even been open. But I think it's kind of like a concierge area. So you see it's got this cool table in here. You got a hangout place for couches. You can do your work quietly when there's not a guy talking to a camera. And you got some microwaves back there. Just a cool seating area. And then this is where we would hop on our elevators to get to our room. Really nice section. Yeah, I was just saying.
Actually open again?
It's actually open now. This is the first time it's been open.
That's funny. But closed for private events?
And then the last thing we really haven't shown you is this lawn area, which I'm sure
I think
you've
we've
seen.
been through it a few times.
We have been through it a few times. We'll show it one last time. Depending on which direction you're coming from in Waikiki, like you kind of have two entrances. I kind of call this the back entrance because it comes from the Royal Hawaiian Center. But look how pretty it is. I mean, you guys, like it is perfect outside.
You get the banyan tree back here. Basically like the backyard of the resort. You know, the front yard is the beach, and then the backyard you've got this beautiful lawn and all the trees and gardens. It's really pretty.
It's so pretty, but you know what? All good things must come to an end, but we have more good things coming because We got
Heading to Aulani.
we got a text, and to your surprise, our room is not ready yet.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say
No,
it was ready.
no.
I was like, what?
In true Disney fashion, even when you're in Aulani, they send you the text and say, nope, sorry, your room's not ready. That's all
Why
right.
did they text you to tell you that?
I don't know.
It's so weird because you see a message from your hotel and you're like, oh, cool, my room is ready. You see, your room is not ready.
It's not ready.
There are more stores over here that we haven't.
Oh yeah,
looked at.
let's take a look at those.
Um,
I also think this is where they do yoga in the morning. It's a
That's
nice,
a great, yeah.
because look how shady
I love
this
yoga
is.
pants.
It's a nice shady spot with the whole Royal Hawaiian behind you. I'm not much into yoga, but I would be if this is where I could do it every day.
And this is the walkway that will take you over to the Royal Hawaiian Center.
Yeah, so these are kind of like part of the hotel, but a little outside of the hotel. We have a couple more shops here. We got Newt at the Royal. Looks like you got some hats in there.
I think there's also some Aloha shirts in the
Oh yeah,
part next door.
look at that. We got some Aloha shirts. Love those.
And then there's this Emmalee store, which is like the brand of lotion
Oh
and
my
shampoo
gosh.
and soap that they have.
You might want to
at
look in
the
there. I'm curious how
resort.
much it costs because the mango soap is unbelievable. And that makes sense that would be right next door to the sea room.
No, this is just another shop.
Yes, and here's the sea room. Let's go into the soap shop.
At the Emmalee store, they did sell the mango body wash, the same one that we absolutely loved during our stay. It just smelled so tropical. We ended up not buying any, and weeks later, we're still kicking ourselves. What were we thinking? Well, we stretched out our time as much as possible, with one last beach float, a leisurely breakfast, and a bit of shopping. But eventually, it was time to say goodbye to the Royal Hawaiian and head to the next chapter of our adventure. Goodbye, Royal Hawaiian. Aloha, Aulani, a Disney resort and spa.
We've seen this cute Honolulu coffee company around Waikiki. We saw one next to the Surf Rider when we were just hanging around there. And we walk by this one every single day from the parking garage to our hotel. Since we're leaving, I haven't had much caffeine today, so we're like, let's order one. So we're gonna do the Hawaiian Honolulu Coffee Company latte. Sounds very similar to the one at the Royal Hawaiian Bakery.
Yeah.
And that was really good. Got my Honolulu iced coffee here, the latte. So good. But as we're ordering this, Liz is like, hey, that shop over there sells Gooders. And she knows there's this pair of Gooders that I like. It's kind of like this brown woodish one. I don't have the name. I'll drop the name right here below, or Liz is kind of looking for it. I really like them. They're the BFG. It's a BFG style. But they had it. They had the Gooders that I wanted, that I lost about a year ago. So excited to have those. And we're just saying one last goodbye to the Royal Hawaiian. There they are.
the just knock on it. So
Just knock on it. So long to the Royal Hawaiian, Waikiki Beach in the background. But guess what? What just happened while I was buying the Gooders?
Yeah, so right as we were getting on the elevator to come to the parking garage, we got the text that our room at Aulani is ready.
We
So
got the text, baby!
We're just gonna head over there.
That's-
Also, do I look like a person who likes the Royal Hawaiian? Oh, my bag is backwards. I'm like holding my Royal Hawaiian bag with my Royal Hawaiian water bottle and my Royal Hawaiian wristband.
And we're about to walk into Aulani like that.
Making our way to Aulani, and I've been seeing haze up on the mountains and wondered what it was. I'm starting to think it wasn't haze and it might have been rain. It is the first little bit of rain we've seen on this trip. But I guess we picked the right day for touring yesterday because I think we would have hit some rain in Manoa Valley and at Punch Bowl. So it's nice that we were able to experience that on a dry day. What, are you okay, Scott?
Just like, I started feeling weird, and I think it's because I haven't had any fish tacos today. I just got that urge, that need. Like, it's 1:11, and I haven't had any fish tacos today. We're gonna have to change that when we get to Aulani. The rain didn't stick around very long during our 45-minute drive to Aulani, as it cleared up pretty quickly, and the sun even started peeking back out at times. We didn't have much planned for the rest of the day, other than unpacking and settling in at our new home for the week. We're definitely the type who like to fully unpack. While we can manage living out of a suitcase, we feel more comfortable having everything unpacked and sorted out of the suitcase. At the Royal Hawaiian, since we were only there for 4 nights, we never really settled in. What about you? When you stay in a hotel, do you unpack and settle in, or just live out of the suitcase the whole time? Let us know in the comments. And while we're cruising along the H1 toward Ko Olina, let's check in with Emmalee to see what she and the band are up to on their final night of their awesome spring break trip.
We went out onto Waikiki, because this is what we do every afternoon, I guess. We went out to Waikiki and had time to go get lunch. And so my friends and I, we were all kind of craving some Mexican because we haven't had Mexican at this point. And so there was this place that we saw that we thought was Mexican. And we were like, okay, let's go there. It ended up being a Chipotle pretty much. It was like Hawaiian Chipotle because it wasn't Chipotle, but it was the exact same thing, which wasn't bad. We all had some good like chicken bowls. It was pretty good. And then we went back to the hotel and put on like dresses and some like nicer clothes, and then got to explore Waikiki a little bit more. I think we went to a couple shops, but then we went to the old spaghetti factory, you know, a Hawaiian staple. Never find that anywhere other than Hawaii, but it wasn't bad. We had some spaghetti. Obviously, that was kind of all we were able to have. We had like sourdough bread, a little salad, some spaghetti. But this was the first time we had eaten in a restaurant as a giant group. The first and last time. So honestly, I was just kind of enjoying the fact that I got to eat in an actual restaurant. We also got this ice cream served to us at the end, which I can't remember what type of ice cream it was, but it had like pistachio, cherry, and chocolate. And it was very good. Best part of the meal. But after we ate at the old spaghetti factory, we got onto a private yacht for a silent DJ like yacht party pretty much. So we got on this yacht and there was an upper deck with water and chips and like all that kind of stuff, and more relaxed. And then downstairs on the bottom deck was where the party was at. And then there was also a third deck that was just like outdoor that you could like enjoy the air. So it was really fun. I explored with my friends. We danced a lot. I was super sweaty. They had 3 DJs. I don't know if you've never done a silent DJ, everyone has these headphones and you can listen to different channels, but no matter what, if you take your headphones off, you're guaranteed to hear people very poorly singing, but very confident, because to them, the music's playing, but to you, it's not. But I really like silent DJs, and there were 3 DJs, and honestly, they were all pretty good. I feel like I changed between the 3 quite a lot, and I was having a lot of fun with my friends. I love just doing like stupid dance stuff with my friends. And then also got to see, you know, Oahu from the water, and honestly, it was really long. I think it was like a 2.5 hour boat ride, and it was a great way to wrap up the night. I almost lost one of my earrings because I was partying so hard. It must have unclasped and it fell on the ground, but thankfully one of the guys in my group found it and he was like right there. So I did not lose my earring, but it was so much fun, and it was such a great last night.
Just look at how different the exit here in Ko Olina is to the one that you take when you're in Waikiki. It's so much calmer and more peaceful here in this resort area. Check out that beautiful fountain feature on the golf course as you enter. You make your way into the resort area past a guard shack as you enter. It's very calm where the resorts are. There's a few different resorts along the bays in Ko Olina, and then there's a small shopping area. But other than that, it's pretty quiet. We pulled up to the valet area to drop our luggage while Scott parked the car and checked us in. I waited in the lobby with our stuff while Scott went and parked the car.
So just checking in at Aulani, and I always have been a big fan of their check-in desk because I love how the colors just change. It's like a sunset almost right here. But then it goes to like the nature, like the greens and blues. It's just so pretty. I learned the last time we were here, we did like this little art tour, that each cast member picks out a piece that's specific to them that they really like, and they put it on the wall. I think it's really cool that this is kind of cast member inspired as well. So excited to be checking into Aulani again.
I absolutely love the lobby area at Aulani. It's just beautiful. It kind of reminds me of the lobbies at the Wilderness Lodge or Animal Kingdom Lodge, but even better. There's really cool, authentic art throughout the resort, and it's all themed to the history of the islands. But what's even cooler about the lobby is that if you keep walking straight forward, you'll walk right outside onto a balcony with beautiful, breathtaking views of the resort below.
This door just magically opened. Who was behind it?
Hello and welcome to our room here at Aulani, a Disney resort and spa. This is one of the DVC rooms, a studio, and we're in which tower, Scott?
The Wananini? Don't do that to me.
What? Let's see. I don't even know because I didn't go to the check-in. Let's see where we are.
I was too excited to pay attention.
We'll get back to you on which tower.
It is a Poolside Gardens View. I'm almost certain of that.
Okay. So if you come into the room, you'll see that right when you enter, there is a closet here. Just your basic closet. I'm not going to open it up. And then you have a small little kitchenette type area. So it looks like a little sink, a mini fridge, which is actually a pretty good size. There's some trash under the sink, a Keurig machine with some coffee pods. There is a decent sized microwave. I don't know if there's anything up there, but maybe in this other...
Nothing in there. What do we have in here? Probably some glassware?
Yeah, so it looks like there's some disposable dishes and a tea kettle, an ice bucket. There's a toaster back there as well. So it seems like a good little space if you wanted to maybe make a quick breakfast or snack in your room. You're probably not gonna cook any full meals here in this space, but it's not bad. If you come in this way, we have the bathroom. It looks like there is a sliding wooden door here that separates the bathroom from the main entryway. Here in the bathroom, there is a tub and shower combination. So it's just kind of your standard tub and shower, but there is a rainfall shower head in addition to a handheld. And this is kind of cool. It looks like they have the same type of bath products that we had over at the Royal Hawaiian, although it looks like it might be a different scent. So we'll have to check that out. I think the little pebbles are kind of cute there. That detailing behind the shower head, kind of a cute little shower. And you've got a festive shower curtain. Looks like this is kind of interesting too, not something you see at a lot of Disney resorts, that there is a pump for a hand soap and body lotion that you can use. It's also that same scent as the soap in the shower. And then you have some decent storage underneath the sink as well. Looks like there's a couple towels there right now. There's also a little bar of hand and body soap as well if you prefer that. I think the pumps are nice though because you have more of it. And then here into this little space, which also you can open and close a pocket door there, is the toilet. So nothing too exciting there, just your basic toilet. And there's some kind of fun art here with some fish on the wall. There is a little hook here if you want to hang towels, and another one there, which is nice. Sometimes there's not enough room to hang your towels, especially in the DVC resorts where you don't always get fresh towels every day, so you want to make sure you're hanging them to reuse them. There's also a full-length mirror as we exit the bathroom and make our way into the bedroom. That's nice. Not every hotel has it, and I think it's important to have one. Making our way into our bedroom space, we have a single queen bed. Again, this is a DVC studio room, so these rooms come with a queen bed and a sofa sleeper instead of two different beds. But look at this cute little detail that they put. We have a Mickey head, and these are really fun. I remember them from our last trip. They're actually little hair clips that you can use, and you can put these in your hair if you want. So I think that's a nice little touch, and there's always two of them for both me and Emmalee when she gets here, so that will be nice. The bed looks nice and comfy and well made. Over here, we've got a nice stand with a lamp. There's an alarm clock and some paper, a little drawer. Not sure, I'm seeing a lot of plugs, although actually it looks like there is a USB here in the alarm clock, which is a little bit random. So we've got kind of the old school alarm clock, but it brought in a USB.
This is what we ran into the Royal Hawaiian too, no USBs.
Yeah, so you might want to bring some extra like bricks that have extra USB ports in them if that's how you're charging things. There's not a ton of extra USBs in this room. There's a good TV and a dresser underneath it. It's a little bit dark. The wood in here is a little dark, and all we really have for light is some of these lamps, but it's nice. Over here, we've got a really pretty art that looks like that bay at Ko Olina here. And then we have the sofa, which is gonna have Emmalee's bed inside of it. I don't know, Scott, if you wanna open up this little ottoman.
I would love to, but sitting on top of this ottoman is the story of Disney, 100 Years of Wonder.
Oh, that's an interesting touch. I don't think they had that last
I
time.
did not. It seems like a coffee table book, but not on a coffee table, because I believe this is storage, maybe?
Yeah, so that ottoman, if I remember correctly, is storage. Inside of it right now is the blanket and pillow for Emmalee's bed. And then she tends to use these to put all of her stuff in it when she unpacks, which is
100%.
nice.
That's what she did last time we were here. Like, we instantly came into the room and she started unpacking, putting everything in here. It's very nice.
Which for the kids, it's like a storage trunk. So it's nice because they can just dump everything in there and then they don't generally care if things are folded neatly. So it tends to work out pretty well.
Oh, I see one of my favorite features of the room over here.
Yeah, so across from the sofa, we have the little table and chairs, which is nice. And then there's also this adorable little lamp with Mickey playing an ukulele. So cute. I think you can buy them for your house. I was gonna say I want one for my house, and I'm sure I can have one, but I don't know if I really want to spend that much money.
We didn't purchase the scent infuser at the Royal Hawaiian, so we put that money towards the lamp.
That's true. One other thing I want to point out above Scott is that there is a ceiling fan in this room, so you can use that, which is always nice. I do not like a hotel room that doesn't have a fan. But now, let's see what we have out here.
Yeah, this is real time.
Real time. Scott and I have not been out here yet, so we'll see how it goes trying to open it up. See, we really don't know how it works.
So there's a screen first.
Oh, that's kind of nice. I don't remember there being a screen, so you could actually have your door open at night.
I'm 100% sure our other room last time did not have that screen. I'm gonna have to look at some photos.
I wonder if people were just leaving their doors open, so they added them.
Maybe. So this is very similar to what we had the Royal Hawaiian on our balcony. Just one of these little safety latches right here. And then it just pulls open, heavy door. Let's see what we got.
Let's see. I forgot, their balconies are always kind of an interesting shape here at Aulani. So it's a little bit like a triangle. I'm not sure if you can fully see that. But out on our balcony, we have a couple of chairs. It looks like there's some ottomans tucked underneath them, so that'll be nice. You can kick your feet up. Pretty basic balcony here. But then if we look out, let's see what our view looks like. So as Scott mentioned, we have a resort pool view, and that looks like exactly what I'm seeing out here. So you can see the other tower here at Aulani across the way, and then there is that lazy river making its way down there. Looks like a pretty fun, busy day. Oh, and there is Moana about to cross the bridge.
Hey,
see,
Moana.
You walk out of your room and you might see Moana.
It's pretty spectacular. So
that's pretty cool.
This tower right here is where we stayed last time. So
that's true. We are on the opposite side.
And we see where like the palm tree is. I know it's hard to see. Could you see the top of the pool? Like the rock work, and there's a palm tree right there. That's kind of where we were last time.
Yeah, I think so.
And then if you go to your left, Liz, you can see the lobby. So the lobby has this open
Yep.
air walkway through. There's some loungers out there. There's a gentleman taking a photo of a family. That is a cool spot. That's where the lobby is.
Makahiki is underneath it.
Thank you.
Under that thatched roof is the lobby area that Scott was talking about.
Lazy river, Moana's taking a photo. It's awesome.
Yeah. Might have to get out there in that water. Looks like it might be a bit of a busy day here. Actually, it doesn't look too bad. There's not too many people that I can see as of right now.
I think this balcony feels bigger than the last one we had.
I don't know. It's probably just because we don't have any stuff out on it yet.
Maybe, and we don't have from the Royal Hawaiian.
That sofa and stuff. Yeah, but I mean, we haven't started hanging our.
That's true.
Swimsuits down here, or putting our inflatables.
I see some menehune up there.
Menehune. So throughout the resort here at Aulani, we'll show you this later, but you can spot some little menehune, which are little tiny people that are hidden throughout the resort. So that's always fun to see if you can spot the menehune.
It's lovely.
It's a beautiful day. You can tell that little bit of rain that we saw earlier, there's not a trace of it in sight. It is blue skies and sunshine here at Aulani.
We mentioned earlier that we didn't really have any solid plans for today, but one thing that I had brought up to Scott before the trip was doing a tour at the Ko Olina Distillery. Since the tour is a 21 and over experience, it felt like the perfect little outing to do without Emmalee. One small catch though, it's all the way on the other side of Honolulu. Yep, time to drive across the island again. Scott had his heart set on checking out the tasting room there, so back in the car we went. And hey, if we can battle our way through that infamous Honolulu traffic, the mountain scenery might just make it all worthwhile. Plus, an old-fashioned doesn't hurt either. The drive through the Ko Olina Mountains is honestly one of the most stunning parts of the island. Lush green cliffs, towering ridgelines, and those dramatic misty peaks. That tunnel we just drove through is the Tetsuo Hirano Tunnel, Oahu's longest tunnel at 4,980 feet. As you make your way out of the Ko Olina Mountains, the view is so different. You can see all the way out to the ocean, and you end up in kind of a neighborhood area. It's very unique. We were the only ones there at the tasting room to start, and we instantly became friends with Eleanor, who shared a lot of background about the distillery with us and shared what some of her favorite drinks there were. Shout out to Eleanor if you're watching. I told her that I wanted something on the sweeter side, and she recommended that I try the ube, while Scott ordered the old-fashioned.
We are at the Ko Olina Distillery. We're in their tasting room right now. I'm going to show you some video. It is really spectacular. They have this old-fashioned here that kind of caught my attention. Actually, Liz is the one that found this place.
Yeah, so it has their Old Collie Road whiskey, chocolate bitters, macadamia nut simple syrup, cherry, and expressed orange peel.
Wow.
Sounds pretty good.
Yeah, it does. And
if
what,
you like old-fashioned.
I do. And what did you order here?
I got the ube, which was the recommendation. I asked if there was something that she recommended on the sweeter side that people like around here. And this has their kala vodka with ube syrup, cranberry, and fresh lime juice. So it's kind of like a Cosmo, I would say, but with a little bit of a twist to it with the ube. And it's really good. And it matches my shirt. So.
It really does. Shout out to Eleanor, the awesome mixologist here, bartender, just a great friend. She is spectacular. We're just hanging out here. Let's have this first sip.
The bottom of the glass is cool too. It's got,
Oh yeah, the glass is awesome. Oh my god, the drink is
under
awesome.
Here, there's like the island from the top. You can
Oh
see
my gosh, hold on.
The mountains in the bottom of the glass. Do you see it?
Yeah. This glass is super pretty. It's a super tasty drink too. Oh my goodness, highly recommended if you come this way. And normally they have a taco truck on the weekends, but they're trying something new on a Tuesday, Taco Tuesday, and it just so happens to be here because it's Tuesday, so we're going to order some tacos here in a bit too.
So Eleanor just came over and she said she remembered I said I liked sweet things, so she brought this little pineapple sipping cream. It's a special item that they have on their menu here. The owner apparently went on a show and won with this recipe. It has a pineapple moonshine and it's supposed to taste like a melted boozy Dole Whip, which sounds amazing. So thank you and cheers. Yeah, the description is spot on. It's really good.
The old fashioned was great. The staff is great. Eleanor is awesome. Like one of the co-owners came over here and talked to Liz for a little bit. I was ordering tacos from the food truck outside. Liz was saying like, I'm kind of hungry. And there just happened to be a taco stand here because it's only here on the weekends.
It's not only here today. So that's going to be a lifesaver.
Clutch. It's clutch.
Because,
Yeah.
the drinks are good.
Oh, there's Eleanor right there giving us our next drinks. Liz just got the aviation, another sparkly looking drink.
Sparkly.
Look at that.
Edible glitter in it.
Nice.
That's
Thank
awesome.
you.
So Eleanor really recommended this whiskey tie, and you know I've been having a Mai Tai a day. So here's Mai Tai of the day, the whiskey tie. Wow, this is really great, and not to knock a deck, but this is like a million times better than the one I had last night. I mean, this is really good though. I'm being funny, but that was pretty bad yesterday. But this tastes so good, and our tacos are here.
And I got another purple drink. This is the aviation, and this one's sparkly. And it's very good.
Just an awesome spot. It's so chill. It's so great. in the food truck, we're hungry, so we're gonna get into those tacos. So at the food truck spot, I ordered a couple chicken tacos here, and it wouldn't be a day in Honolulu or Oahu without a fish taco. So I got grilled fish taco, I got some Mexicorn, and Liz went, there she is liming everything up. Look at the flavor on that thing. So she got a trio thing where you got some beans, some rice, and 3 tacos. Let's eat. This Mexicorn is fire. Is it just you and me at the table?
No, I have a friend. I made a friend. This is Whiskers, Whiskey, aka Whiskers. He's very polite. He's a very polite little gentleman that just came and sat next to me. But he really wants some of the chicken from these tacos. So I might have made
He just made a move. When you said chicken, he was like, oh, chicken.
He did. And like, I give him some. See, he's looking for the pieces that I gave him before. I give him a piece, and then he'll like eat it, and then he'll come and sit there again and be like, Lisa, I'd like some. Very politely, he just looks at me.
Like, Oliver thinks like you're his mom. I'm starting to think Whiskers thinks you're Whiskers' mom.
This just kind of goes back to my Disney princess theory, I think, Scott.
Oh my God.
Because I think I may like speak to animals a little bit.
Well, you spoke to the deer back home, but there was an animal here on the Oahu.
I had a bird like land on my chair next to my feet and just like hang out. It brought me food. It brought food into my chair and just like sat down and ate it.
The mongoose just comes out of nowhere and says, "Hello, miss, I am a mongoose."
Yeah, I'm not sure. I think somehow they're drawn to me. Or it's just because I have food and they always want it.
That could be.
But anyway, he's a very sweet little cat. I am very allergic to cats though, so I have my purse here as kind of like a barricade. So he's staying on the other side of my purse.
Hey, Whiskers. Hey, Whiskey.
We're just keeping an arm's distance. Because I'm allergic to cats, but he's very cute. I love them. I just am allergic to them. So what you got there, Scott?
So this corn is fire. So we had our tacos, the rice, and the beans for Liz, and Liz ended up eating like a lot of this corn. Okay, not a lot, but some of it.
I had like a few bites. It was very good.
And we agreed we had to get some more corn. So like I went up to the nice crew over there. I was like, "Can I get another Mexicorn?" And they were on it.
So
good.
Tell me a little bit more about how did they make the corn? Did you see them make
I
it, or what went in
They
it?
had these like hot dishes or whatever there, so they like scooped some corn in, and then she started. Wait, is there mayonnaise on this corn? Don't tell. No, don't. There can't be, right? You're lying. Liz, look at me. There's not mayonnaise on this corn, is it?
You love the corn, Scott.
No. Well, why would you do this to me?
You love the corn.
No. Is this why you got the camera out?
But you love the
Don't tell
corn.
me. Don't tell me. Maybe it's a fancy aioli? There's not mayonnaise on this corn, please. I'm not thinking it. I'm not thinking
Just
it.
eat the corn. You love the corn. It's great.
All right, so I went over to, they had a little game shelf, and so I went to see what they had. I didn't want to like pick through all of them, so I found this one pretty quick. And I figured, for Scott and I, we're both millennials, like a 90s trivia game seemed like a fair shake for both of us.
We switched over to some waters and hung out for a while as I destroyed Scott at 90s trivia and a few other games. We couldn't leave there without purchasing a few goodies too, so we made a purchase before we made our sunset drive back toward Aulani.
Fashion, but it's like all the small things of it.
Oh.
There's like the macadamia nut, there's the whiskey, there's the bitters, and another whiskey.
Oh, I kinda like
it's
that.
It's like a little mini old-fashioned kit. This one's $29.99. We had such an amazing time. Eleanor was great. We got to meet one of the owners, Eric. He asked me how my ube drink was and told me about how he had lived in Okinawa as part of his military service with his family. So that was pretty cool. It was just an awesome time there at the distillery. I highly recommend it. They had lots of cool merch too. Scott picked up a really neat glass that had not only the Oahu on the side of it, but also had the island, like the top of it underneath, like the topography of it. Super cool. It was a really chill place and we had a great time.
What's really cool about those mugs too is that they had a 4-piece set, so they had all the islands. So they had a Maui, Kauai, Oahu, and Big Island. And so the glasses were $15 each, and you could buy all 4 for $55. And I really considered getting all 4 because, one, it came really nicely packaged. But the other reason, I mean, they're just super cool. But I only went with the one because I haven't been to the other islands yet.
Right,
and I felt like I didn't earn a Maui one yet. I've only been to Oahu. So I think that could be something over time. Maybe I pick it up. And I was going to ask Eleanor, like, do you think this is their only location? Do you think they're on the other islands?
I can look it up on their website and let you all know in a minute.
I think they're.
I think this is the only location, as far as I can tell. These mountains is what the distillery is named after. So we actually got to drive through the mountains and see them that the distillery is named after. So that's pretty cool as well.
So very cool spot. Highly recommended on your on a day at Oahu if you have a car. Because if you're staying at Aulani, it's a hike. It's about 40 minutes to get over here.
Yeah, we're making our way back now. We've been on the road for probably about 5 minutes or so, I would say. It's probably about a 40 to 45 minute drive, but it really is going to depend on the traffic. Yeah.
If it was at 3 o'clock, you'd probably be looking at an hour.
Yeah, I would say so. It was a lot of fun. It was different and something that we wouldn't have done otherwise. But it was great because we didn't have Emmalee with us. And so we were trying to find something to do that maybe she wouldn't really feel like she was missing out on. And I think the distillery was perfect because while they do allow kids there and have games and they have like a big Connect 4 and Jenga and they have mocktails and they can make Shirley Temples and things like that, I don't think that hanging out at a distillery was probably first thing on Emilee's list of things to do when in Oahu. So I feel like this was a good win.
Absolutely. So I hope you enjoyed the drive through the mountains with us as we talked about the awesome distillery, and we're going to head back to Aulani and probably swimsuit up again. It's been 12 hours. 12 hours exactly from right now.
Gosh.
We were in the ocean watching the sunrise.
We watched the sunrise.
And now the sunset's about to happen, and we're definitely going to swimsuit up and hang out at the beautiful Aulani, a Disney resort and spa.
Whoop, whoop.
Always to Ko Olina.
I don't know why it's like on the way back to Ko Olina. It was actually like no traffic when we went there earlier today. Apparently 1 o'clock p.m. is the time to drive to Ko Olina from Honolulu.
Seriously though, I said that to Liz earlier. Every time we drove to Ko Olina in October 23, it was like this. The GPS says like you're on a 10-minute traffic delay. It was always like this, but not today when we came at 1.
Yeah, so I think the middle of the afternoon is like the time to drive to Ko Olina. But otherwise, be prepared to pack your patience, watch for the brake lights ahead of you,
and just
enjoy the sunset because
just enjoy where you're at.
Exactly, you're on vacation.
We are back at Aulani, and I personally like parking on the roof here. Similar to what we saw at the Royal Hawaiian, it's just really tight and narrow, compact car spaces, and no one ever parks on the roof.
Well, don't tell people to then.
I'm going to tell the people.
Yes, that's the tip. If you like and subscribe to our channel, you get hot tips like park on the roof.
Yeah, like and subscribe, and I'll give you all our hot takes and tips. So I won't tell you why I like parking on the roof. So like and subscribe, let me know if you did, and then I'll tell you why I like the roof. No, I haven't told them all the reasons why I do. There's another extra special reason why I do, which I'll tell you if you like and subscribe, according to Elizabeth. We just came down and got swimsuit up, Barney.
But we went straight for the lazy river.
Yeah, lazy river open till 8. It's about 7:30, so why not hop right in? You thought it was a little cold though.
It's a little chilly, but I think I've been used to the water over in Waikiki. Like that pool at Royal Hawaiian was just warm at night.
A little warmer in the Royal Hawaiian for sure. But just love doing the lazy river stroll at night to get the Aulani portion of the trip started. So let's ride around. We're gonna chill out, hang out, maybe get a pizza later, and then call it a day. But we'll check in with you in a little bit. Going for it, Lizzie? That was a fun day from Waikiki to Ko Olina. We are now checked into Aulani, and after hanging out at the distillery, we came back here, got our swim trunks on, and went straight to the lazy river. We got our bands for today and tomorrow, our wristbands, so we can go into the pool. We met an interesting young child in the pool who wanted to hang out with us. She was just tugging me along on the lazy river, like really fast. And Elizabeth ended up doing like races with them.
She wanted me to race.
Yeah, she wanted to race big time. And Elizabeth was a trooper and hung out with her for a little bit. We're just, we're being good people. That's who we are. Then we went to the main pool for a little bit and started feeling a little hungry. So we ordered a pizza at Olau Cafe. And now we're just going to sit down here, enjoy our, what did Liz call it? Like, because it came out really quick and it's kind of busy over there as always at nighttime. And this is like, well, it took however long it is to bake a frozen pizza, so it made sense. So we're just gonna hang out here, relax a little bit, and then probably just wind down at the room. But funny thing, I was so excited when we got down here that I put my room key, because I'm so used to like the Royal Hawaiian band, I'm used to magic bands, even though you can use magic bands here at Aulani. But I put my room key and my swim trunks and jumped straight into the Lizzie River because I was so excited.
River?
What did I say?
You said the Lizzie River.
The Lizzie River. The Lizzie River, the lazy river, whatever you want to call it. I got so excited, I hopped right in there, and bam, I'm pretty sure my room key is floating around there somewhere, so now I'm going to have to go to the front desk and get another one, which is kind of a pain. But that's okay. We're living aloha, baby. We're going to enjoy this pizza and have a great time just watching a little TV, unwinding, and tomorrow, we're going to see Emmalee. We're going to pick her up at the resort. We're going to bring her back to Aulani. We're going to have all sorts of fun as we continue on this amazing Hawaiian vacation. So thanks for liking and subscribing. I kind of talked about that earlier. We really want to get to 1,000. So if you can help us get to 1,000, that'd be awesome. We're going to do a big giveaway when we get there.
Hopefully by the time that this episode publishes,
yeah, Liz is
we'll already
right.
be there.
Hopefully by the time you're seeing this, we already are at 1,000.
And breaking news, we actually did hit 1,000 subscribers, and then some. So a huge thank you to everyone who's liked, commented, subscribed, and supported the channel. Let's keep growing this awesome community of must-see adventures. And who knows, maybe we'll have another giveaway coming soon.
But anyway, hang loose, and we'll see you next time on Must See Adventures.